Good day, folks. My name is Sharan Swaminathan and welcome to Singapore Cricket Association. I have with me Rajesh Chauhan, who is the strength and conditioning coach for the Singapore national squad. Rajesh, welcome to hot and humid Singapore. This should not be new to you considering you've lived in the UAE.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on your show, and yeah, it's good to be back in Singapore.
Rajesh has predominantly been a strength and conditioning coach all throughout his career. He's worked with the likes of Zimbabwe, Nepal, Malaysia, and he's also been involved with an IPL team in the form of Rajasthan Royals. He's also worked with India Blue, and one of his claim to fame is also that he's been the personal trainer for superstar T20 player Dwayne Bravo, and we'll get to that in just a bit. Rajesh, you started off your career as a personal trainer back in 2012 with Fitness First.
Yep.
What made you go through saying, I want to be a personal trainer and I want to impact people's lives in the right way?
Fitness was always a passion, and then I was guided by right people into the right way, so that's where I am. You know?
These days, there are a lot of people involved in the support staff for an international team. You've got your head coach, and you've got your batting coach, and bowling coach, and strength and conditioning coach. How influential is that strength and conditioning coach towards making an impact towards the team, and also when it comes to selection?
Well, SNC part is very important for any high performance squad, because if you see, if the squad is better than other squads in the terms of the fitness and strength, definitely they'll be able to perform better. And it has become a choice these days where all the good teams are carrying their strength and conditioning staff and good physios with them as well.
Absolutely, and if you see the likes of Bangladesh recently in the Under-19 World Cup, they have a strength and conditioning coach who's made a huge impact, and that led to the success of the team.
Yes, see, because it's very easy to just leave them and they can do their things at their own, or if you follow a process, it's about setting up a goal and setting up the process for them and routines, and you keep following them, and definitely you get the results.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, but because every time we've been talking to people about associate cricket versus international cricket, they say there's a massive gap and there's a lot of components that people from the associate nations need to tick in order to get to that international stage, and one of those components is the strength and conditioning piece. Now, why do you see there's a huge gap from the strength and conditioning? Is that because of lack of discipline or lack of guidance?
I think it's never about the discipline in these teams as well. It's more about the lack of guidance and availability from the both sides. Because if you see, this is not the full-time job for these cricketers as well in the associate nation. You look at any other country as well. So this is more of the passion for these guys. So discipline will be never an issue with these teams, but availability from the both sides is always going to be a challenge.
Absolutely. And speaking to Azim Ghuman in another interview, he mentioned they're so passionate here about the game, and that passion really drives them to actually achieve a lot on the field as well as off the field, so which is great to see. But you've worked quite extensively with Dev Watmore, who's now the head coach of the Singapore national squad. Keen to hear, when did this partnership start, and how have you really enjoyed the process of working with Dev?
Well, we started working together 5-6 years back, and I did first assignment under him with Zimbabwe, and after that we have been continuously working. We worked in Nepal together, then we did assignment in Dubai, and recently we finished a very successful pre-season with the Indian domestic team, and now this is where we are again, looking forward for the good things.
That's excellent, and I'm sure Singapore has a lot to gain because you've worked with the UAE, who's gone on to have international ODI status, and Nepal's also gone on to get ODI status. So I'm sure Singapore will really benefit from both of you actually playing that role. I'm going to ask a bit of a personal question. So you've worked with all disciplines in the sport, with batting, bowling, and so on. But if you had to choose one that's your favorite discipline to work with, from a strength and conditioning perspective, what would that be?
Fast bowlers. I kind of enjoy working with fast bowlers because they are totally different animals when it comes to the gym and on field performance, and actually you can see them, they're putting in hard work and all, and it's very, it's very good feeling when you see them bowling long spells or bowling some serious speed. So you actually feel better training fast bowlers.
And it's great that you've mentioned and given that recognition to fast bowlers, because a lot of people say fast bowlers, oh, they just need to run up straight and they need to deliver the ball.
No.
But the amount of toll that it has on your body, and you'll reflect back on some fast bowlers who've had big careers, it's strength and conditioning that's really helped them. You've now worked with the Singapore national squad for 3 weeks.
Yep.
How have you assessed where they are from a strength and conditioning perspective, and what work needs to be done?
See, if you look at the Singapore side, we have some very young and dynamic players in our squad, and that's because of their NS services as well. They're coming out from there, they're very strong. Look at the guy like Areman, Janak, they're very strong, and you just need to identify a few points and need to work on that, and we can have a better season ahead with these guys.
Absolutely. I've left the most interesting question right to the very end. It's because I think it's something which I'm sure you're very proud of as well. You've worked as a personal trainer for Dwayne Bravo. How did that start? And yeah, it's fascinating how you got pulled into that as a side assignment.
Well, because personal training is something which I can just wake up and do any day, right? I've done it for many years, and his manager, he asked me to do this assignment for Dwayne before the Big Bash League, I think, and yeah, so that's how it was.
And how was that experience for you?
It was very good. I always feel good about that assignment with Dwayne, because I got to know him more and we had very good time together. We used to train in Bombay somewhere at the gym, and it was very good. We had very specific sessions that time with Dwayne. Yeah.
Excellent. Rajesh, I should say kudos to you for impacting the lives of people in the right way, and hoping you can make a massive impact to not only the cricket players of Singapore, but just the wider community, because fitness goes a long way regardless of whether you're into sport or out of sport. So good luck, all the very best, and hopefully we'll get to see the results very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rajesh. Until next time, folks.